Good morning and happy Wednesday.
Just breathing your day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shakes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shakes the beam. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Every single day I hear that same part and I laugh in my head. I'm like, yep, I do kind of have a mean smirk. The other day I told the lady at CVS, she kept apologizing to me and I didn't know why. And so finally I was like, you didn't do anything wrong. The wait was fine. I'm like, I just have resting bitch face, okay? I look pissed off when I'm not. Hello, Mrs. C. Hello, Tia, gorgeous. Hello, hello. Liz, Pam, Sammy, Maud, good to see you. Rainbow Road, Nick, Joe, hello, hello. Bethany Badass. Hello, my friend. Good morning to you. Vicky, I don't know if you're still here, but good morning to you and your beautiful daughter. Hello, hello. Currently working zone. I'll be in and out. Okay, no problem for the people. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm just saying, I don't know if I'm a DV survivor. I want to believe everyone is telling the truth. Okay, hold on. Let me see what your other comment said, Liz. Maybe she's finally realized enough is enough. So I guess we're going to get right into it. This stream is basically about Dee Dee, and she came live and said that she was the one who, in fact, pressed charges against Nader. We have some clips we're going to watch, and this I feel so conflicted. Like I want to feel bad for her, I do, and I feel sorry for the experience she's had with him. But then I have to remember how she treated May, right? What she's still saying about May and how she knew how this man was, and she brought her vulnerable elderly mother around him. So I'm not going to be making fun of like whatever she's been through with Nader at all. I'm just saying it's just you have to realize it looks a certain way, right? She's talked so much shit about people, told them that they deserved SA, called May a crazy liar who basically wanted Nader, and so she was lying because she couldn't have him. And now she's saying, "I'm a DV victim. Feel sorry for me." It's like, You're gonna need to give us a moment to breathe because everything you said and did is still just, like, too fresh for me, right? It's so fresh. I'm not sure what to feel. Same, I'm not sure how to feel about Dee Dee. She was in it for a while, like 2 to 3 years. She's lucky she got out at all. True. Hey, Blue Jays. Hello, hello. The video of Dee Dee is so wild. Yeah, um, again, I'm not gonna be making fun of her in that way. I don't think anybody deserves to be hit, right? Nobody deserves to be afraid. I'm just gonna need a moment before I can actually feel sorry for her. I don't think she deserves it. It's just gonna take me a moment to get there is what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm wording this right or if you guys understand what I'm saying, but maybe you feel how I feel. It's hard to put into words. Like, I'll eventually feel sorry for her after I can come to terms with everything she said and done. Maybe. It would be great if she said, and I'm sorry, or like I shouldn't have, anything. Anything. Hey guys, just putting my baby girl to sleep, but listening, I get it does seem off, but I did crazy things to try and convince people and myself my ex was a good guy. And I've even thought about that. I'm like, okay, maybe she was afraid. So she had to go along with him. Like, yeah, May's a liar. Yeah, Gary, blah, 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 blah. But I wish she would say that. I wish she would. He's in jail right now, facing prison. Now is the time, Dee Dee. Now is the time. You said a lot of shit, right? A lot. But again, nobody deserves to be put hands on. Nobody deserves to be afraid. Um, I get being afraid, and you kind of have to go with the person's delusions. I was there briefly. I was lucky enough to leave the situation. It was weird. Like the person was delusional, and they hit me once, and that was enough to make me pack my shit and go, right? But not everybody's that lucky. Not everybody's that lucky. And by the way, I know this is a tough situation, and a tough conversation. There's going to be parts of this that may be tough to hear. Please reach out to anybody if you need to talk. Please reach out to somebody. I know there's a hotline 988. Reach out to me, talk to a friend, okay? Please do. Her poor mom. Yeah, that's the part that's like right in the front of my mind is her poor mom. Like, if she knew how he was, why would you allow your elderly mother around him? Maybe she's been gathering evidence for a while. We don't know. True, Tara. Hopefully, she's working with a good victim advocate that can direct her to a good therapist. I hope so. Does anyone know when he's in front of the judge for sentencing? Oh gosh, I had the clip from yesterday. I feel like it was in September, wasn't it? Hold on, I can find it. Um, there's a clip from FFG. I can't remember off the top of my head. Can you guys? Hold on. I'm going on a journey to try to find it. Oh, I found it. Okay. I think it was at the end of the clip. Okay, if I go to the end of the clip, I know I'm not sharing the screen. It says September 19th at 9:30 in the morning. And then it says a room number and all this other stuff, but basically, so 9/19/2025 at 9:30 in the morning. Should it not be open for us to see online? I feel like that's happened, and there was chaos with people and links, and I don't know that it's going to be open for everybody. I don't know. I'm just happy he's there in jail and he can't hurt anybody else. I mean, this man, I know Dee Dee said, "Oh, he has a good heart." I heard that in her clip. People with good hearts don't stab people, give them heart attacks, threaten them, hurt them in the ways that he has. They don't take advantage of old people. They don't SA people. The fact that you're still saying he has a good heart is very gross to me. I heard and watched with my own eyes him mock your mom and intimidate her while he was cutting her hair. Sorry, I gotta scroll to where I want to go to. So if you're wondering what the F I'm doing, I needed to scroll to get back to where I wanted to be. Do not share your personal stories with Breezer. She will dox you most likely. Also, block her on X. She will have no content going forward. Thank you for your attention on this matter. Hi, Busy. Nice of you to show up here. You are legitimately insane. I hope you know that. Um, I don't really care if anybody blocks me on Twitter because I can still see it. I can still see it. I could still see it show up in the Foodie Beauty thread. I could show it up everywhere. You always tell on yourself because for like 2 years, you've been the only one bitching about how I use content on Twitter. You've even DM'd and reached out to people, and you're like, Breezy doesn't give you credit. Bitch, how much more credit do I need to be? I read out two-tailed caper, blah, 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 blah. You're the only one who's been so upset over this. I know you had your panties in a bunch when I covered Reddit. You were contacting everybody else. Oh, Breezy's covering Reddit and not giving any credit. How much more credit do I have to give when I say, hey, this is from Foodie Beauty Reddit? Anyways, good morning to you. You don't get to cry about doxing when you are, in fact, a doxer, bitch. You just got your vision back. Why are you worried about me? Go for a long walk for like 7 days, please. Anyways, they may just deport him. Don't know Canada's process for that. Why is she trying to sound like Trump? Busy be original, you fucking moron, and get your meth source taken care of. Anyways, hello, Mother of Dragons. Hello, hello. All right, you guys, we're gonna get into this foodie topic. Um, Okay, I just need to say this. To everybody who says they hate me and I'm the worst and they leave 500 comments for me and then yap about me in Foodie Beauty's chat, you do realize that it just makes you look obsessed, right? You seem like my biggest fan. It doesn't affect me. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm still going to cover Twitter today. I'm still going to cover it tomorrow. I'm still going to cover it next week, next month, probably next year. When Foodie goes to the big buffet table in the sky, whoever we move on to next, I will still be covering posts on Twitter. So either get over it, get used to it, or move the fuck on. I don't know what else to say. Do your eye bags have eye bags? We know Busy does. I still think this is funny. Prettier than 90% of YouTube, 41 and thriving. You know, sometimes I get a little down on myself when I see my wrinkles in the mirror. But collagen and snail mucin has really worked wonders for me, and they are nowhere near like this. You need to stop with the salt. You need to drink more water. You need to go to sleep and stop overindulging in whatever it is you're doing, foodie. Your eye bags look like mine did in the middle of addiction. Yikes. Someone told her this kitten will outlive you. What? Oh no, it's about Amberlyn Reed. Sorry, it showed up in the side comments. That tiny little cat is so fucking adorable, and I can't get attached to it because I'm worried she's gonna sit on it. I'm not even joking. I can't get attached. I just can't. Anyways, Girl Scout said this kitten will outlive you if you don't eat it like you did Rarity. It's highly irresponsible of you to get this new kitten when you can't even look after yourself. How are you going to care for it if you suddenly use YouTube or have a fall or health crisis? She doesn't care. Busy sounds dizzy. I can't believe you got me using it works so well. And then I'm telling you, I've been taking collagen too. I think I've been on it since March. I don't know, it's these capsules. You have to take 8 a day, which fucking sucks, but you kind of get used to it. But I'm telling you, it's become like this natural filler. I'm scared to stop taking it because it's really made me look much younger. It has. One of these days I'll have to do it. Well, my Discord's seen me recently with my curly hair and my skin. But yeah, collagen and snail mucin. The snail mucin, I highly recommend. Make sure you're not allergic to it or anything, like do your research. It's kind of gross to put on at first. And I was like afraid to even lick my lips or anything, right? Like I didn't want to lick snail slime And I did my research too, right? I'm like, I want to make sure that they're not going around killing a bunch of snails for this. They have snail farms, okay? And they put out nets, and the snails just scurry or slither or whatever they do, move along on the nets, and that's how they get the slime. Anyways, highly recommend you guys use collagen. Foodie Beauty out there. I don't know if collagen will help you, Foodie. I just think you have to burn the whole thing down and start over. But I mean, maybe, maybe. Oh, what is this we watched where Foodie Beauty defended Cyrax yesterday? Okay, let me go to the current stuff. I don't know why these glasses bother me so much. I think they would look cute on anybody but her, but I just see Jeffrey Dahmer. I can't that I don't need to be nice to her. I don't. I see Jeffrey Dahmer and that's all I'm gonna see. Okay, so Fruity Tootie said this is her literally weaponizing her new religion to shit on a rape victim, making fun of how she looked and smelled. You know, she has a pee bag because May had some kind of med condition. Like, what the fuck? How vile. Um, I just, again, anytime I want to feel bad for this lady, she opens her mouth.
And guys, I don't know if anybody here is in the May Anderson side of things, but I'm telling you this, and this is me, Dee, as a Muslim who tells the truth. She lied. Nader was innocent. This woman, evil, evil. And I wouldn't be surprised if FFG and Justine are in on it. Listen to me about this. It is all fake, and it's disgusting. So
This was obviously before he got locked up. She looks crazy right here. Is this the lady Foodie visited downstairs? Yes. Yes, it is.
in regards to the May thing, Nader is 1,000,000% innocent. I really want people to know that. It's really important to me, and I would fight till the end. If he went to jail because of this, I swear to God, I wouldn't let it drop. Sickening. You believe May? Well, I'm so sorry. Medical condition. You might have a medical condition. I don't know what you believe. You believe that? How? What a coincidence that she started up her own channel right after, right? And cry, cry, cry in every video, and open up a GoFundMe. Lived in her car. You guys know she had some sort of pee bag on her. She had to carry a pee bag everywhere she went. 98 pounds. I ate that. Bad
You're cruel. Absolutely cruel.
breath. Disgusting. Just mad.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have started with that clip because we're eventually gonna, and let's just get it out of the way. I'll go back to all the tweets I missed. Here's a clip of her announcing that she's a DV victim. Pegatha said, "Oh, shut the fuck up, Dee Dee. Stop trying to garner sympathy when you were just as complicit in the abuse of many, many other women, including your own mother. No one is proud of you for coming clean, especially when your late mother, your former friends, and your family." Wow. And then this is where Fruity Tootie put the reply in of how or not Fruity, Dee Dee talked about May. All right, let's watch this and then we're going to read the comments. We're going to
Okay,
go
I'm
full
gonna say two
screen.
things, and that's about it after that. I'm not gonna go into it because this is not the place to talk about it. But I don't want people to start saying all kinds of things. Nader's in jail because of me, yes. Because of me. Only me. Nobody else. And this part is very hard to say because of my pride. I am swallowing because I don't want to, cry or anything. But I've always said Nader has a good heart, and he does. But he also has anger issues, which sometimes can go a little bit too far. And
That's beyond just having anger issues.
mm, I'm just gonna say, I'm a domestic violence survivor. That's it. And I, unless you go through it or unless you've been through it, you don't know what it's like. Um, I'm not gonna say this started from the beginning, or it, really not. I'm not going into details. Just like I said, I want to set the record straight so that not everybody's going to start saying, is it because of this person, this person, this person? It's because of me. It's because of me.
Yeah, Bethany said, unfortunately, I think she lost her pride when she stole the crackhead from Foodie Beauty. Candy said, like, she's proud. Another Chantal. She does seem smug, doesn't she?
Something that happened that for me was the cherry on top, and uh, and I had to do what I had to do. And it's still very fresh and it's very hard. I have good days, I got bad days, I got good hours, I got bad hours. So this is why I'm here now, because I feel like, okay, I'm having a good day.
I don't know, Dee Dee. You let him bathe your mother. Again, I'm going to need a
Okay,
moment
I'm
to
gonna say
find my.
two things, and we're
Listen, babe,
gonna.
don't cut me off. It's going to take me a minute till I find my sympathy bone with her. I am sorry for what she's gone through. I remember what she said about everyone else. I do, and it's never gonna go away. So, Pegatha said, "Sorry, I forgot to tag your bald ass." Dee Dee Lulu. Here's to Nader getting deported and you following his ass to Egypt. Carrie said, "I remember seeing a video of that ugly Natter chopping off her mother's hair and felt just so awful for her. So nice that styled, relaxing visit to a salon, a chopped. No, wait. Instead of a nice, styled, relaxing visit to a salon, a chop job with a male barber shears. To me, that was abusive in itself." I will not be watching the video, but if you guys are wondering what we're talking about, it's on Meandering Thoughts channel. He was giving Dee Dee's mother a haircut, and she didn't like it. It was too short. She was asking him to stop. He was yelling in her ear, being just really. To me, I would feel intimidated, right? If I was older and somebody was in my ear, "Da, da, da, da," and they kept going when I asked them to stop, I would feel afraid. The whole thing was just gross. And many times Nader would brag about giving her mother baths and saying that she liked it. He is not a good person with a good heart, Dee Dee. Jeff said, LOL, but he has a good heart. No, he fucking doesn't. People with good hearts don't violently abuse others, especially those they claim to love just because they have anger issues. That's just an excuse to keep going back. She's such a strong and brave DV survivor. I roll, I roll. Karen said she's a vile liar just like him. Don't believe her. The charges are from 2022, so why stay with him so long and bring her poor mom into the home? Okay, the whole her staying so long, I can imagine it would be hard to get somebody like him out. He had nothing else going on, like nothing going for him, right? He had nowhere else to go, no job, nothing. Um, and people in addiction like him, they will use the fuck out of you. They will even tell you if you want them to leave, you have to evict them. That's how men like him are. Anyways, I can't imagine it was easy to leave or to get him to leave, right? So I won't fault her for that. But bringing your mother around, knowing how he was, shame on you. P.I. said, I feel like she's saying she's the only victim. She keeps repeating because of me, me, me. Okay, I thought that was weird too. Natter's in jail because of me. It was me alone. In case you guys missed it, only me. But I remember FFG had gone live the day before, night before, saying that there was a name as the victim that she didn't recognize, and she said they weren't in Girl World. So the odds are Dee Dee was going by another name when she filed the charges. So that's why FFG didn't recognize the name. Snosberry said, get out of the way. Okay. Saw those people saying it wasn't anyone Girl World related, so they need FFG to give info. Blah, 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 blah was lying. And did it actually? No. Curious that. The dude's in jail and she's pressed charges. Can we both just let them fade away? Why is this content? Because I feel like people need to know that he's in jail, he's facing prison. Do you understand how long we've had to watch him, have a platform and prey on others? We all heard the heartbreak in May's voice, we all heard what went down, and I guess we deserve to know what's going on, we do. I know I'm sleeping better since he's in prison, and I know he can't hurt anybody else. Fruity Tooty said, "Nope, sorry, I don't believe her. Did everyone forget what a prolific liar she is? How easy it is for the lies to come out, just like Chantal. She saw the backlash and she tried going into Charlie's chat, saying, I hate FFG too. I'm here. She thought Charlie would be nice to her." Chloe said, "I just saw the clip of her and him high drunk as fuck saying Gary deserved SA. She was complicit in disgusting ways. They hid under the guise of dom and sub, like she had with her ex. She sought him out knowing exactly what he was like. Choices." Someone asked, did she always have the deep gash on her cheek? I don't remember it. Fruity Tooty said she's just tattered and born aesthetically displeasing. Oh gosh. Breezy abusers crush your soul so much you believe that you believe no one else will want or love you, and isolation is how they keep their victims to stay so long. Candy said, so no one else would know there's more victims. I know, Mother of Dragons. I know. Um, I can imagine, I mean, I don't know for a fact, but if she was on substances along with him, there's this whole sick thing that goes into drug use and relationships. It's toxic as fuck, and you think what's going on is normal because you're so used to it. You are. And then you also believe the lie that they just are acting this way because they care so much and they love you so much, right? I get why she stayed so long. I just don't get why she brought her mother around it. I don't. All right, I missed a bunch of tweets, so we're gonna go back a little bit. Okay, let's see. Oh, Pegatha said every creator that has gotten a strike from Nader should file a copyright claim on one or more of his videos while he's sitting in his jail cell. That was from Pegatha. It's been retweeted out and shared so many times. Let me see, actually. I have to break the serious topics up with some fun. Not that I don't take DV seriously. Um, I actually don't like the topics the past few days. I really don't. I can't even lie. I felt nervous coming before this live, before I actually hit live. I felt nervous yesterday, and I go live every day. I'm not nervous to go live. It's just these topics are not a fun time to me whatsoever. And I'm worried I'm going to say the wrong thing because I fuck up with my words sometimes. And I'm worried that people are going to be tuning in for the first time and thinking I think all this is hilarious, even the topic yesterday, and I really don't. I'm awkward. I laugh at the wrong times when I'm scared, frightened, angry. I laugh. It's what I do. I've been, I don't even like saying this, a victim of many topics we're discussing. So for me, and I'm not saying this is healthy whatsoever, I talk about things in therapy and then I file them away somewhere in my head, um, almost to forget about them, like they never happened. And I'm not saying that's healthy or the right way to do things, but then when we have to talk about these things, it like pops up in my mind, and then it's not like filed away somewhere forgotten about, right? So I'm saying all this to say I have to break this shit up, okay? I have to. I have to. Anyways, Carrie says Dee Dee was behind striking other creators. She's a real cunt, victim or not. Oh, I saw a tweet from YouTube. I think it was yesterday or today saying that you can now cuss in like the first 7 seconds. I thought that was funny because if we said bitch before, like during 3 minutes into a stream, it would get demonetized. Like so much shit of mine used to get demonetized, but now it's all okay. Anyways, Blondie said, I thought about that, but I also wondered if Dudu was running his page while he's gone, but brilliant idea. Raised Dactylian said, perfect. Rachel said, Dee Dee went live 5 hours ago. It's her. It got really bad at the beginning of this year. Something happened. Cherry on top. She had him arrested. She can't say much because it's an open case. She finds FFG disgusting. Miss Anthrop said, "This is why I love you and the way your brain works, you evil genius." Yeah, she is pretty damn funny. And he's manipulative as fuck. I have trouble finding my sympathy bone for Dee Dee, honestly. I get it, Ruby. I get it. It's hard for me too. Doji Cat says, "Does anybody remember how long it took for Foodie to get terminated after Omegle? Was it days, weeks? Maybe we just need to be patient." They said, "I don't have much faith in the reporting process, but there were many who sent very detailed reports with timestamps this time. Has anybody heard back other than Yaba?" I know they said on Twitter they said we DM'd you or something. But has anybody heard anything else back? She seems to get away with everything, but I know that she won't for long, okay? She won't. So many eyes are on her right now, and she's pissed off so many different people. There's people reporting her outside of the community. She really fucked up this time. Okay, this is her literally weaponizing her new religion. Yeah, I hated that. I want to look at these comments. Bondi said, "So she knows this much about a woman her man never hurt and still defending him? Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain." Jeff said, "Hopefully Dee Dee Ludu." Oh, well, I'm not going to read that, but that's what they said. Newt said, "Here's hoping they find their way back. They were perfect for each other. They're both the absolute worst kind of humans to walk among us." If that's truly how she feels about May and Gary, then I do think she's one of the worst humans. But you have to realize too, when people are afraid, they have to say what they have to say. They do. Dee Dee, I'm interested to know your thoughts now. Do you think Gary really deserved what happened to him? Do you think May was still lying? If you're going to make content, please let us know your thoughts on those topics, please. Tweet T said, "How would she know these details about May? She didn't meet her in person, did she? She is just spouting whatever Nader said to her." I feel so bad for May. I really do. May, if I doubt you're listening. If you're out there, wherever you are, I hope your life has some sort of peace now, knowing that he's facing prison. I hope you have a support system, and I hope you know that there was many people who believe you and still do. Chris Martin said, how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child." King Lear? Okay, well, I don't know. Carla said, "She's every bit as vile and disgusting as he is." Yeah, this clip really didn't do her any favors. I can't even lie. It didn't get me feeling sorry for her. In fact, it reminded me of why I don't like her. Michael Furberger, "Never forget that this lady defended a crackhead abuser and allowed her family and others in and out of Girl World to be abused by Koki." Foodie Beauty and Dee Dee. And then it's hashtag justice for May. Justice for May. Nothing but love said, "Please don't get me wrong. No one should deal with any type of abuse. But Dee Dee has done her share. She's just as bad as Nader as far as I'm concerned." Be fashionable. You have not heard back from your report. I haven't either. I think YouTube are do whatever they want. I have no sympathy for Dee Dee. Okay, I feel like I can't remember how to say the word. It's cuck, right? I always want to say kook, and I don't know why. I have heard